So where are we going today, Mr. Boo?
Today we're going to...
Actual position. Animalis. Antibes. Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and today we are headed to the Riviera town of Antibes. We're going to check out what's happening there in the pre-Christmas prep. We're then going to go to one of the French Riviera's oldest and most celebrity-packed restaurants. After that, we're going to pop in to the Riviera's most famous English supermarket and find out what the Brits crave most at Christmas. And finally, we're going to the most famous hotel on the French Riviera, the Negresco in Nice, where a subscriber apparently has a surprise for us. Well, it's been a while since we've been to Antibes, but many people love Antibes. It's not always been our favourite place, has it, if we're honest?
You know, I told my mum we were going to Antibes and she says, remember that time we went to Antibes and a bird pooed on Tim?
I don't even remember that.
That must be her lasting memory of Antibes.
Oh, I do now. I do. It was a seagull, wasn't it? And I think it had just had some chocolate ice cream. I think it had nicked somebody's chocolate ice cream like they do, and it was overcome with an overwhelming desire to. Anyway, we won't go into that. But yes, we've sometimes struggled. We love the market area. We love the old market area and some of the restaurants around there. But we've struggled to find good food. But today, because one of our lovely subscribers has gifted us a treat lunch for Christmas, we're going somewhere, somewhere we wouldn't normally go because it's quite expensive, isn't it? Looking online.
Prices aren't even on the menu
I
online.
mean, you have to pay if you want to meet Woody Allen, you see.
Yes.
Because there's pictures of Woody Allen and Steven Spielberg, I bet Tom Cruise has been.
Tom Cruise, Mr. Pitt.
Mr. Pitt.
Mr. Sting.
Mr. Pitt the Younger.
Mr. Pitt the Younger.
God, Prime Ministers and everything. Mr. Sting's been, yeah. Mr. Bonio, I bet he's been.
Mr. Bonio.
Mr. Bonio will have been. He's been everywhere on the Riviera. It's the theme of the day, Riviera. Anyway, it's going to be interesting, and we are interested to see what Antibes is looking like at this time of year, because it's very pretty, and the sea wall and all of that, which is where this restaurant is by the Picasso Museum. Notice we're not telling you the name. Some of you Riviera experts might have already guessed. But it's been there since about 1990, hasn't it?
Yes.
Run by the same Italian man. There's a clue. It's not Giorgio Locatelli. I think he might be dead.
Or cancelled.
I got cancelled. I don't know if you can see ahead to the Negresco, but it is covered in scaffolding right now, and there's been all kinds of hoo-ha on social media. Somebody put this picture up yesterday, and somebody else piped up and said, that's AI, that's not how the Negresco looks. I was there 10 days ago. Well, I'm afraid that is how the Negresco looks, because they're doing the facade, aren't they?
They are. They've
covered the nipple.
Niki de Sanfal sculpture.
And the nipple at the top.
And the nipple at the top.
Well, I think it's a nipple, or it might be a champagne coupe. There's a lot of glass, a lot of debate about that. Look at that man's bike. That's a cracker. Anyway, we're coming back there later. It does look open though. The men are out in their outfits, aren't they?
It looks festive.
I'm going to have to have a wesh before I go in there, Mr. Boo, for our surprise.
The QR.
Quite excited about our surprise. So that's an exciting day, really. Celeb packed restaurant and Antibes and English shop. What a day!
What a day!
We're really living.
Color that matches my
Place General de Gaulle. How many electric stations are there?
I think there's 6 there.
6.
Yeah, I think we want to go down, and I think it's on that side.
Straight on.
Down here, then right, then right.
Down here.
So keep going right, yeah. 1, 2. They're plugged in.
2 uncharged. Only 2 though. Oh, here. Oh no, that's disabled.
In Poirier here, on the right hand side, like in front of this bus.
Car park.
Yeah,
With chargers in.
with chargers in.
Get all cleaned up over here. Oh no, 23 inside. Can we have a ticket, please? Thank you. So, where's Lecky? Base is
I think they've been coloured.
I think there might be some signage, wouldn't you? Just a little. Up there. We've been down there, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's not the entry, is it?
No. Yeah.
Thank you for the signage.
Probably, yeah.
Non-existent. Oh, it's here.
Well, we can try with the charge map pass, otherwise it's the QR code that I did yesterday.
Joy of joys. You come to me, Twigs. While Mr. Boo does the charging. Having moved the car, we've now got the charging cable for the remote control for the cameras wound around the steering wheel shaft. I could scream. Oh. So it turns out the charger seems to be turning itself on and off, but we haven't got time to fiddle, so we're going to have to deal with that when we come back. So we're headed to the old town to our celebrity packed restaurant, but we thought we'd do it via this market. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, this is definitely the sort of market that moves up and down the coastline here. You'd see the same belt stall in Bontemille one day and in Monton the next. Good value though. And a Christmas tree sale. Very nicely decorated, the square sod brasserie. This place, I'd take a chance on this if I were interested, because it's got lots of locals sitting down for lunch, and it does a Formule Boisson Cafe Plat de Jour $16.90. Not bad, a lot cheaper than where we're going. Lovely Christmas oranges down this alley. Some rather good charcuteries down here we've not come across before. We're just saying, it just feels very different because it's usually kind of overrun with tourists, but today it's not, and it just feels a lot more local. Lovely sandwiches in here. Also great oysters and orsans here, look. Delicious.
But it looks like a Twiggy.
Oh,
This beautiful chihuahua tea towel.
Tea towel to dry your chihuahua. Well, maybe it's so your chihuahua can do the dishes.
Maybe.
This man looks like a local character. He does. Fabulous. Got a lot of his own work in that shop. I'm not sure this is a poster that's going to sell many tickets. Christmas night out, that looks like it'll cheer you up, doesn't it? This, Mr. Boo.
Vietnamese.
Little Vietnamese we found. Look at this.
They do banh mi, your favourite.
Wow, banh mi, I would be going there if we hadn't got our reservation. This looks top. called Mamo. Who
Mama
knew?
boo.
This is always my sort of favourite bit of Antibes. It's my favourite bit of everywhere, really. I always find myself gravitated to the sort of food market, because I just think there's always so much character in these food markets. There's so much character in the restaurants around it, and it's often where you will find the best low-priced food, because traditionally it's been there. The restaurants have been there to serve the market stall holders. As usual, a million cheeses. It wouldn't be France without a million cheeses. Quite a fun thing to do if you want to Antibes. Rent a fat bike. 4 hours, €15, not bad. This is always a popular area to sit and have lunch, isn't it? In the sun. Ever noticed this place? It looks like it's been here for years. I think you can design your own sandwich, and obviously foie gras is their speciality. And down here on the front where they film Howard's Way, I mean in the marina, is the Christmas fair. Anyway, we're not doing that. We're going for a nice lunch, we hope. A Celeb packed lunch. So here is where we're going. Antibes, Riyadh and New York. I didn't know they got branches in Riyadh. So we'll switch to the secret specs just to give you an entrance. Old school Italian. It's like Bar Italia in Soho or something. And there's the man himself, the star, Mamo. Good wine stock, haven't they? I think you may need a second mortgage for some of these. Wowza, it's just us. Can we get in? There's Hugh Grant on the wall. He's been Hugh Grant.
Sharon Stone behind you.
Oh, we're gonna have music throughout the entire thing. Boy meets girl. So, in case you haven't guessed, this place is Italian.
For you.
What?
Entrecote in 24 cooked in 24 hours in port, served with foie gras.
What? You seen any celebrities yet, Mr. Boo? Michael Caine and Hugh Grant. And who's that actor there? Matt Damon.
Oh, there's Robert De Niro behind you.
Robert De Niro? Is he talking Italian?
Probably in here.
He'll be waiting, talking to... Who's that lady up there?
That's Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone. I can't keep up. There don't seem to be any of them in today, though.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Sharon always comes late. Bit of local pissaladier to start. Very good. Taste that. I have to say, the two baked things we've had, the pissaladier and just their own made bread here, I'm guessing. May not be, but it is absolutely superb bread. So we've gone for the starter, vitello tonato, but we've gone for it to share because we've got a big main coming. Very, very nice. Delicious. And it's a very subtle sort of vitello tonato mousse with capers and delicious anchovies. Now, there's not many restaurateurs have their own face on the olive oil. Look at that. And posh local Alziari olive oil as well. I have to say the ingredients are first class. This is my, I think it's entrecote steak in a confit of port with foie gras on top. I may never walk again. What have you got, Mr. Boo?
I've got a house speciality of pasta. It's like a tomato carbonara with guanciale, which is like a lardia pancetta.
Oh, lardia pancetta. And this side portion of gnocchi in rosemary is absolutely sensational. The flavour. Wowza. This is the foie gras. Yeah, the gnocchi is a combination of truffle and rosemary. Mr. Boo's pasta has got like pork scratchings in. Bits of crackling, but they are absolutely delicious. But really, you wouldn't think of that. Never had that before. You got a treat, Twigs? No, see, Twigs is having a stick. Somebody wants some steak. He's too rich for your tum-tum. You've had a stick. You've had one of your own treats. No. Yes, but only so it'll upset you, because he always does. This is definitely cooked for 24 hours in port. It is sensational, but I may need to sleep all afternoon. Next door keep getting loads of free things. They must be celebrities. They must come more often than us. They have a very interesting pudding list. Some of it reasonably priced, and then some of it, this is to share, 120 euros. I think I would die if I had to eat all that after my beef, which was amazing but so rich. It's the menu. Look, there's Sting on the menu, and Brad Pitt and Matt Damon, and there's Bruce Forsyth and Bob Carroll cheese. Oh, Mr. Boo points out I might have to remove Jay-Z from this picture after this week. That's the thing, you could be printing a new menu every week the way cancel culture's going, Mr. Boo. It'll bankrupt the place. Oh. Merci beaucoup. This is vanilla ice cream with coffee, hot coffee, and then I think a little sweetie with the name of the restaurant on the top. Delicious. Well, Mr. Boo, what did you make of Mama?
Mamo, Michelangelo.
Mamo, Michelangelo, I keep calling it Mama. I think that's a museum of modern art in America. Oh, that's Mama. What did you make of it?
I thought it was delicious. I thought the people were absolutely lovely.
Staff work fantastic, very nice.
Staff was so nice.
Very relaxed, not a sort of, it wasn't precious, it wasn't one of those sort of Michelin-starred experiences where it's all a bit...
no, it was very relaxed, very friendly.
Serious to eat. It's very much in the sort of vein of the Column d'Or, the Petit Maison. It's a bit like the old original Ivy in London or the old Joe Allen's Underground. It's really delicious comfort food. The ingredients, I think, are absolutely fantastic. In terms of value for money, well, I actually don't think the food, I mean, listen, thank you to our subscriber who paid for that meal. There's no way we'd have gone. But I think the food is not bad value. I think that main I had was 42 euros. It's about 35 quid. You know, there was a mountain of foie gras, there was a mountain of beef. It was beautiful. The gnocchi and the truffle, all the ingredients were top notch. And your pasta, I think, was superb. I think it's a very good pasta restaurant, don't you?
Yeah, and it was like 30 euros, I think, maybe, my pasta.
You know, so if you were to come here and do that as a special treat, it's okay. Where you get into trouble is don't, and we didn't order any wine. Because what was the cheapest bottle?
I think the cheapest bottle was 77
euros, you know, so once you start on the old booze, you're into quite an expensive night out. But I've got a feeling that place is still very, very popular. I bet it's great at night.
Yeah.
Very buzzy. And actually the crowd in there, as we came out in the other room, were younger than I expected.
Yeah.
A lot younger. I thought it might be one of those places that was a bit sort of old school and maybe its clientele were dropping away. It was kind of the opposite. It really surprised me. Anyway, we are now headed to the British supermarket here in Antibes because we're going to try and discover well, what the Brits crave at Christmas, because there's always been English shops in, particularly Antibes, but the couple who've taken on this, British Smiths, relatively new on the scene, I think. But anyway, we're going to talk to them, find out more, find out what the Brits crave, and then we're going to head into Nice for our final treat of the day at the Negresco Hotel. God, we've gone very posh. This channel's gone very upmarket, Mr. Boo. Have you noticed?
All of a sudden.
We're getting carried away. Anyway, let's see what the Brits crave in British Smiths. Look at the property shop next door. I won't say Antibes is cheap in many areas, but once you go into the sort of areas surrounding, this is grass, you know, that's 210,000. 75 square meters, you know, that is, compared to the crazy prices of Villefranche, is pretty good. They say there'll be expensive areas of Antibes where it will be every bit real French, won't there?
Yeah.
You know, but stuff around here a bit more sensible. There's a flat, how many, 459, how many square metres?
99.
99 square metres, you know, so I'd say a little bit cheaper than that end of the coastline, wouldn't you?
Yes.
A little bit cheaper than that end of the coastline, the bit between Monaco and Nice. So we are arriving at British Smiths. Here it is, and it's surprisingly big. So we're inside British Smiths, and this is Becky, and Becky runs British Smiths with her French husband.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactement.
Exactement.
How long have you been running British Smiths?
A year and a half now.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite a big place you got here.
It's grown already, yeah, in a year and a half. Yeah.
I'm like, we're walking in going, this is a proper supermarket. You know, we used to go to a place in English shop in Luxor in Egypt, and it was called Arkwright's, and it sort of did what you're doing, but it was very much the size of Arkwright's.
Yeah.
But can you show us around? Let's have a look at the lines you've got, because I'm
Should we go from
amazed
the
how
start
much
then?
stuff you've got. Yeah, just give us a flavour of you know, what's your biggest seller?
I think in each section
Right,
of the shop
there's different
sort
one.
of like, yeah, one of the biggest
So
sellers.
this is your breakfast,
Yeah, this is like the breakfast and the hot chocolates and
right?
Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate's a good one.
Coffee Mate.
Yeah.
Can you not get that in France?
No.
How interesting. So there's your Coffee Mate. There's your Lion's Rich Roast instant coffee.
Yeah, I've only done the coffee because like some people, you can get coffee in France, but some people want that one.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. People crave things, don't they, when they're
Yeah.
away from home? There's a certain thing.
Well, I
that,
still
you know.
do after 30 odd years.
Do you?
Yeah. Breakfast cereals, they all go, to be quite honest. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
zooming in on one though. The Quaker Oats do go very well.
Yeah.
Um,
Shreddies, bran flakes, crunching, it's all going on. Reese's Puffs. I've never heard of that.
the tea section,
Yeah.
just there.
Well, I must admit, this is one of the few things that I do get people to bring us, because
What tea?
French tea is not,
No,
tea bags
no,
doesn't
no.
work at all.
That yellow
so we
stuff
get this
is-
brought out.
yeah.
People
No,
bring
it's
us
not
it.
proper tea.
No.
But the two best sellers, PG and Yorkshire,
How
obviously,
funny.
depending where you come from.
See, I'm
you
from
prefer one
Yorkshire
or
and I
the
don't
other.
like Yorkshire tea.
Oh, really?
Is that terrible? I find it too strong.
Ah, well, that's why people like it though, because it's
Yeah,
strong,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's builder's
I have
tea,
to admit,
yeah.
I'm a PG fan myself. So,
Are you?
Yeah.
And I'm
it simple.
I'm dead corrupted. I'm Twining's English breakfast. I'm well posh.
What have we got here? Well, this is like, okay, all the cracker side of things. We've got a bit more in at the moment than we normally have. Obviously to go people with their crackers and cheese at Christmas.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a bit more in there at the moment at this time of the year. Same thing really. These ones like go really, really well.
Yeah.
Obviously you can't get them in France.
How do you actually manage to export things? I mean, because presumably post-Brexit, did it get much more difficult, or is it?
To start off with after Brexit, yeah, it was.
Right.
It was difficult to start off with, but things have got a lot better now. Like the suppliers as well, they've all the paperwork and everything was quite difficult to start off with, but it's a lot easier now.
Right.
People
Right.
just got used to it
They
as
just
well.
got used to it.
And changing, I mean, yeah, okay, most of the stuff originally comes from the UK, but changing suppliers as well.
Right.
So I've got quite a few suppliers that are actually in Europe.
Yeah.
So-
Lots of businesses have had to open in Europe an
Yeah.
office, haven't they, to
Exactly.
get around the export
Yeah.
rule.
So I just
Yeah.
ordered from them directly from Europe, and they've done all the hassle with the paperwork and everything, and then I've
Right.
just got to get it here and sell it.
Sorry. Don't get in the
That's
way of the
okay.
customers. You've even got birthday cards. Amazing.
Oh yeah, no,
Look at this.
yeah, the cards go really well. Sorry.
How funny.
If I missed that.
For a special dad.
No, the cards go really well, even with the French as well, because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, but cards aren't. They're expensive and they're horrible in France. It's true. Sorry. Don't let my French husband hear me saying that.
I can't say I've ever bought one, but I've not really
No.
thought about it.
I mean, once we were going out on a Sunday and I'd completely forgotten to take a card with me, and we had to stop off in a French supermarket, and I paid €5 for this little card like that. It was awful. Yeah, so we sell a lot of cards to the French as well, because even
Right.
they come in for our French cards. Oh, of course, right, well, there you go. There's
Look
all your
at this
biscuits.
lot of biscuits.
Yeah.
I can't have biscuits in the house. I just,
And I can't.
once I open one, that's it.
Well, you
Literally.
dunk it in your tea,
Yeah.
don't you? And
Yeah.
then,
Then you have another one. Oh, Yeah, amazing. So,
Yeah, biscuits, I can't say which is the best seller because they all go really well, to be
yeah.
honest.
You've got drinks, Iron Brew.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, that's
There you go.
That is another good seller.
I bet Iron Brew's a good seller.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, that's price-wise, that's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, you pay £1.80 for a cola here.
True.
In most shops,
Yeah.
we would, to be honest. You know, I mean, some things must be a lot more expensive just because they've been imported, aren't they? I
Yes,
guess. I
yeah,
mean,
definitely. But we
there's no
try
way around
and
it, yeah.
keep our prices as good as we can.
This fascinates me. Tinned haggis. Wowza.
Yeah,
Wow. I don't
not quite sure on that one.
No, I don't think. Do you sell many? Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah, that's the funny thing. We do. Yeah.
Brilliant.
My favourite fragrance.
Raybans. I knew a couple who used to take a steak pie on holiday with them every year for 20 odd years. I think in case they didn't like the food, they'd always have something. And it became part of the family. They'd take it on holiday.
Sorry. I've taken some weird things on holiday, but not Bentos.
Spicy parsnip soup, French onion. Now that's taking French onions to France. That's quite brilliant. That's sand to the Arabs. Right,
Cheese.
They've got loads and loads of lovely cheeses, and I absolutely adore my cheese. But when you want a bit of cheddar,
absolutely.
you want a bit of cheddar.
No, totally. I get it. I do get it. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
An English bacon, I bet you sell a lot.
Now this, unfortunately, we're waiting for a delivery. We've got
Right.
a lady who's got a shop in Antibes, and she makes proper bacon and sausages for us
We
as
know
well.
the sausage
fresh.
shop. is
Sausage
it?
shop.
Yeah, they're good. One year
Yeah.
we got some. Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately she's busy at the moment, so she's busy getting some more ready for us. And that's one that's just come. I've just managed to find it, Kerry Gold Butter.
Oh,
People
yeah.
have been asking for it since we've opened, and I got it in yesterday.
Wowza.
Managed to get it from nobody. none
Have
of
you
the
worked out how
suppliers
many
had it.
lines you've got? You've a lot.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying earlier. When we started off, I was saying, right, we'll keep it to the best sellers, keep it to the best sellers, and then people, can you get this? Can you get that? Well, if you can get it and you're going to sell it, and they want it.
Yeah.
So we've probably got over, since we've been open, I think we're over 2,000
Wow,
different
2,000.
references. Yeah.
And some frozen bacon here, we might get tempted by this. We do. I quite like some French bacon, but it can be very fatty. It's much more like the American bacon, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it shrivels as well.
does shrivel.
Yeah, it shrivels. It doesn't stay the same size. Like sometimes it's like quite watery as well.
Yeah, it is like American bacon.
Yeah, no,
isn't
that
it?
is one
So
thing. I do like my English bacon as well.
Minced beef and onions, cod for Aunt Bessie's, Yorkshire puddings.
Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to run out of them, and I did actually.
No, we
But,
might have to have a bag of them, Mr. Boo. I like an Aunt Bessie. Do you know, a very good friend of mine, this is a name drop, was the face of Aunt Bessie.
Oh really?
So an actress called Lizzie Roper, who played the lead in a show I did years ago, set in Egypt, and she was the face. She was the. You remember the old woman who wasn't
Yeah.
really old? That was
But she's
her.
not-
She might be on the. Well, she was
no, it's
playing
not
her.
it's not the real
She was
one.
playing
anymore.
her.
Yeah.
She was Aunt Bessie. It kept her in clover, Aunt Bessie's. Mr. Kipling mince pies. Look at these. Pickled onions. Now I do miss pickled onions. There you go.
ones.
Definitely. Look at all that. Piccalilli we do, but you can get
Yes,
here,
you
can't
can.
you?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, there are certain ones you can get. I think you can get them both actually now, but
Yeah.
we've still got them there.
Where do you get it in Burley? In Marshall?
Yeah, in the English Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, super. Horseradish, we do occasionally bring horseradish back. French
Oh,
horseradish, not the same.
No,
I don't.
it
don't
hasn't
do
got
the
the
same.
kick in it, has it?
No. And look at all the hot sauces.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of the Nandos and all that for the South Africans as well.
Yeah.
You know, we've got quite a lot of them as well that work on the boats, so we try and get a bit of their produce in as well.
What percentage do you think of your trade is boat and what is expats who live in, say, Antibes? or around?
Well, expats and people sort of like Antibes in the area is all year round.
Yeah,
The boats is more concentrated to the summer.
right.
Yeah, summer season.
And you do a lot of home deliveries and all that?
It's starting to pick up really well,
Right.
actually. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We've only had the car for not too long, but obviously now there's quite a lot going on home deliveries. People wanting all their
Yeah.
Christmas goods,
Yeah.
the crackers and things. So
Very good. Roses?
yeah, no, it's picking up the home deliveries as well. I mean, we do deliveries to boats as well.
Yeah.
But that's more, like I say, more in the summer. Mind you saying that, we've just done two.
Marmite.
Well, that one I'm not allowed to. Marmite, Bovril, we're not allowed to run out of stock of that.
I'm going to say, is that that's the winner?
Yeah, definitely.
Winner.
But we even get French people that like Marmite.
Yeah.
I mean, Marmite's one of those you love or you hate, isn't it?
It's a Marmite thing,
But
definitely.
when the French buy it, though, I say, you do know what you're buying, don't you?
Stock cubes, OXO, gravy granules from Co-op. Bird's trifle mix, now that's a cracker. And your Christmas puddings, brandy sauce.
Brandy butter.
Christmas pudding, you see, that's a winner. You can't, French don't do Christmas pudding, do they?
No.
Chocolate log, but no Christmas pudding. Robinson's barley water. I haven't seen this since Wimbledon. Do you remember when it used to be on the umpire's trolley? And beers, wow, fantastic. Oh, I love that Big Tom tomato mix. That's great for Bloody Marys, isn't it? Spicy tomato. Interesting, beers, Guinness. Oh, this is the new Guinness Zero, isn't it? Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, no, that's a good seller as well.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm surprised,
Because they say it's one of the better ones, don't they?
Exactly, yeah, that's what a gentleman was saying to me the other day. He said,
Yeah.
I don't mind driving. He said, as long as I can drink that, you know, of an evening when they're going out, because he said it's so like a normal Guinness.
Yeah. Terry's chocolate orange.
That's a must, isn't it?
Oh.
It wouldn't be, no, you didn't have a chocolate orange in your stocking.
And a curly whirly. Now that's my absolute favourite, curly whirlies. Lethal. Somebody always get them on your t-shirt, don't you? They crumble. Crumble they do. And refreshers I absolutely adore. They have been bought. How fantastic. So is there a website people can find you on?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
Oh, there, sorry. You do know what your website is, really, don't you?
There we go. www.british-smiths.com. Get yourself on there. Get yourself ordering some British stuff for Christmas, I'd say. Thank you so much, Becky. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
How interesting. Right, well, after British Smiths, we've just one more thing to do on this video. This could be well, we'll see. I have no idea. We've got to go to the Negresco Hotel, where some subscribers have got a surprise for us. Now, did it charge? Mr. Boo received a message saying, oh, it's charged up. I bet it isn't. Just bet you. Turn it on. They'll doubtless have charged you for the charge. Will it have charged? No, not at all. Knew it wouldn't. What a con. Still stuck behind the steering wheel, this charging cord. Over the charge, let's see how much they're going to charge us for the parking. €16.30. That is absolutely obscene. Dearest parking we've ever had anywhere. What a con. Has it done it? Yeah. Don't care if it hasn't. I'm not doing it again. I bet that doesn't even include the charging charge either.
We weren't charged for the charge.
Oh.
I just got a message to say
Well, we didn't get
the full
one.
charge was €0.
Right, it didn't work. One of our lovely subscribers apparently was staying here last week and they've left us a gift with the concierge. I shall have to put on my best hyacinth bouquet voice to go in here. 5 stars, you know, 5 stars. Quite a tree. Fabulous. Au revoir. Au revoir. Well, this is a very, very exciting box, and it's heavy. What's in it? Pucker post and packaging. I really can't imagine what it is. It rattles. Maybe it's... I don't know. Really don't know. How exciting. Had to leave Mr. Boo in Elton. Double parked. We're getting so French in our old age. We just don't care. When in Rome. Mr. Boo, let's get this parcel opened. I mean, I know we shouldn't be blocking the road while we're getting this parcel opened, but...
Oh my God! It's Christmas treats!
Oh, wow! Look!
Christmas cake! Christmas napkins!
Christmas
Stuff!
oat cakes. I mean, wouldn't it so heavy?
Spice shortbread. Oh, shortbread trees! Mince pies!
Mr. Kipling, he does make exceedingly good ones. Deep filled.
So I like them. And of
some
course
tea.
some tea.
And some whiskey.
Oh my goodness.
What an epic parcel.
Wowie, thanks Lisa.
Well, thank you, Lisa Slurry. What a fantastic surprise. I mean, it's a good job we didn't buy any mince pies in the English shop, isn't it?
Indeed.
We'd have been a bit sick. And also, we'd just like to say a quick thank you to Pat Grumman, who sent us a couple of weeks ago these lovely shirts and a special bag for Twiggy with, I think she said there were tent pegs in it. I think that might have been a joke. But thank you both of you, and it's so touching that people take the time to send something and bring something all the way from Bonnie, Scotland. Anyway, what a day. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee to help pay for that ruddy car park. But you know what I'm going to say? Stay charged. Bye.
Bye.